wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, online brother Jaspas there, and welcome back to the vlog. Today, on the 2nd of February 2022, the new Broken Borders are now available. So if you are interested in grabbing some Broken Borders for yourself, go to check it out at thenewdeckorder.com. So for today's vlog episode, what we're going to be doing is not checking out the Broken Borders specifically. In fact, I want you guys to be able to do your own deck reviews of it before I decide to make a deck review on my own. So instead of that, today we're going to be looking at NOC's luxury collection holographic playing cards, and we will be comparing it to the Fontaine holographic playing cards to see which deck is better. Alright, so today we're going to be checking out the NOC luxury playing card collection. There's 52 premium playing cards in this deck, and as you can tell on the front we have this holographic material. There's a seal that goes up and over the entire deck. Pretty cool, I like the design. And on the back you can see embossing of what looks like a spade-like design. All very intricate stuff. Here is about 2/3 of the spade design, and at the bottom there's this, which is also embossed. Really cool. Let's open this up. Cellophane not particularly good. So looking at the bottom of this box, I can see that this deck is produced by the NOC Luxury Collection, Riffle, Shuffle, and House of Playing Cards. On the sides, we have more of these kind of embossing designs. Pretty much more of the same. Let's pull off this seal. Oh no! Oh no, the seal is taking out the... That's not good. Now moving along, so that's one downside of this design. The seal doesn't seem to be designed specifically for this kind of box. Sidetracking a little bit, it's kind of interesting that if we look underneath here, we can tell that the holographic foil is basically like a sticker on top of this layer of the box. Alright, so let's take a look at what the deck looks like inside. Bam! Wow, that's really shiny. The insides of the box are so shiny, so pretty and so colorful. Also, very interesting point is that if you look at the fact that the box is embossed on the inside, it allows the thing to change colors at just slightly different tempos. Now let's slide this out. Needless to say, the rest of the insides of the box are holographic as well. You can see it here. Now let's open up the holographic NOC playing cards. Looking at the texture of the cards, I can tell you without even opening the cards that these cards are produced over at our friends Carta Mundi. In the deck we have one joker over here as well as one over here, so that's 2 jokers. Do we have some ad cards? Nope, we have an extra Queen of Hearts and an extra blank card. Grab both of these, slide them aside. Now holding this deck of playing cards in my hands, the cards feel... Wow, they're so fanable! What the heck? That's pretty awesome. Taking a look at the faces, this is what the Ace of Spades looks like. Nice and shiny. Very pretty. 2 of Spades looks normal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Jack of Spades has its his color palette switched over to black and holographic cold foil. Same goes for the Queen of Spades, King of Spades. Now let's take a look at what the red cards look like. Ace of Diamonds is pure foil. What the heck? This looks pretty amazing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack of Diamonds. Wow. The red cards look really good compared to the black cards. I mean, the black cards look good too, but the red cards look absolutely stellar. So this Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Spades. I don't know about you guys, but I think the diamond side looks better than the spades side. Now, one very interesting thing about Kata Mandi cards is the way that the cards are finished on the surface. Like, come, follow me, let's take a closer look at this. So I placed this light source on our side so that we can see the relief of the cards a little bit cleaner. And if you look at it, you can actually see this web-like pattern, this hatch-like pattern that goes across the entire surface of the backs of the cards, as well as on the surface of the faces of the cards. That's a very typical Kata Mandi stock surface texture. Pretty cool. But because of that surface texture and the way it is creating air between the two cards, you can imagine like the raised parts and the sunken parts of these don't match up, and because of that there's gaps of air between the cards. It allows the cards to fan just a little bit better. So looking at the backs of the cards, if we do this, you sort of get a sense of the holographic nature of the cards. Really, really nice. These cards feel a little bit on the light side and they feel kind of good in the hands. Let's go and grab the scientific weighing scale so that we can find how much these deck of cards weigh. Alright, let's grab this. In our next video, we'll do the Lotus in Hand holographic foils, and then we can talk about that as well. But for today, we're going to be doing the NOCs. So we get our scientific calculators, very nice, and let's head back to our starting point. Alright, so now that we have our scientific weighing scale, I'm going to try to tell you guys exactly the weight of this deck of playing cards without using the weighing scale. This one feels like it could be 86 grams. 82.4. Oh man, that was close, but no cigar. That's 82.4 grams. Yeah, so this deck definitely feels way lighter than the previous Fontaine holographic cards. That deck was exactly 91 grams, as you guys may remember. In terms of the thickness of this deck of playing cards, I can tell you for sure without measuring it that it is definitely thinner than Fontaine's 1.52 centimeters of thickness for 52 cards. How thick is it? I'm gonna guess 1.4 cm. Alright, tighten it. It's 1.44 centimeters thickness. Yeah, as far as cards go, this is actually a pretty thin deck of playing cards and it feels pretty good. Usually foil is added as an extra layer over the playing card. So how did they get this deck of playing cards to be so thin while still containing 52 extra layers of foil? I have no idea. But this deck of playing cards, as far as I'm concerned, feels really, really good. I like this deck of playing cards. Highly recommended. Comparing the Fontaine ones versus the NOC ones, there is actually a huge difference. Looking at it like this, I'm sure that you guys can tell that the Fontaine playing cards version of this holographic thing, the holographic foil, is way more saturated in color. It's way brighter, way more obvious. It's surprising to see how big a difference there is in real life. On the flip side though, we have to remember that the Fontaines didn't fan very well compared to the way the NOCs fanned. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand how they did this. one of the things that is quite apparent to me right from the moment I felt these cards is that you can actually feel the opposite side of the cards, this thing, on this side of the playing cards. And that's because this deck of playing cards uses a hot pressing technique to get the foil onto the cards, whereas this deck of playing cards actually uses a cold pressing technique. The cold press technique doesn't result in quite as shiny of colors when you put the foil onto playing cards, but the upside of it is that it doesn't cause the back's design to appear on the face of the cards, which is huge in ensuring that your cards look as good as possible. On one hand, you want your nice saturated colors like this. On the other hand, you want to not be able to see the backs of your cards on the front of the cards. So that, I think, is a question not for me, but for you guys instead. What do you think is better? What do you think is more important? Is the saturation of a card's foil, or the quality assurance of making sure that one side of the card doesn't appear on the other side of the card? Which one is more important? As you guys might imagine, I myself have played with holographic concepts and foil cards in the testing phase of the new deck orders playing cards, and I have to say that my gut reaction is to go the same direction as Fontaine's, which is why I used it in the GDCM edition Jaspas decks. If you look at the GDCM edition Jaspas decks, you'll be able to see the Jaspas deck logos on the faces of the cards coming through from the backs. And the reason why I chose that is because hot press just looks way better. It's insane, but the difference is huge. Alright, so yeah, that was our very quick comparison of NOC's, nope, that's Fontaine's holographic playing cards versus NOC's holographic playing cards. In my opinion, I prefer this simply because I don't look for a holographic deck of playing cards for it to feel as good as a normal deck of playing cards. When I go holographic, I want it to be as bright, as shiny, as colorful as possible. But yeah, that ultimately differs from person to person. Alright guys, so my winner is the Fontaine holographic playing cards. I'm curious how the Fontaine holographic playing cards is going to hold up against the Lotus in Hand Cross Dan and Dave Echo Smoke and Mirror edition playing cards. But we'll have to see in the next video, right? Thank you guys very much for watching. Please go and check out the newdeckorder.com if you want to pick up one of these bad boys, these awesome new broken border playing cards. They feel absolutely amazing out of the box. The texture of the cards, oh, so good. And these cards, as you see in the introduction of the video, are UV sensitive and black light ready for action. So if you want to pick up some of these awesome playing cards, check out the newdeckorder.com. Thank you guys very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Oh, and to our Asian fans out there, 恭喜发财, Happy Lunar New Year. Bye guys.